Okay, guys, there is no better time to start your poultry farm than now. Procrastination is the thief of time, and this is the best moment to be in the food production, food security. Remember, as I said, if you know where you are going, then God will give you the energy for the distance. The COVID-19 pandemic came with so many challenges for so many people. For some, it came with great opportunities, while for me, it ignited a hidden passion in poultry farming. Something that was hidden in me all of a sudden came to the surface. Coming from a background where my parents were farmers, I never thought that I would really love poultry farming. But here we are. I've got strong passion for poultry farming, and it's something that I'm enjoying every day. And I want to tell you that the desire is so strong. Now, having started with 3 chickens, as I told you last time, it's interesting to note that they have grown phenomenally and the numbers are amazing. Having started with 1 traditional bed and 2 jewel beds. Nice one is my name, varsity lecturer, corporate trainer, as well as MBA coach. I love poultry farming, guys. I love poultry. I've got strong passion for poultry farming, and I want to share with you how I started and how I grew my chickens and where we are now. That's the purpose of today's channel. This is your channel. 2N Farms is your channel. When you know where you are going, then definitely God will give you the energy. Subscribe and smash that bell so that every time I upload, you'll be the first one to know. Good morning. Remember, I promised to share with you how I started with 3 chickens and how I multiplied my chickens without an incubator. That's the discussion today. So guys, without wasting time, I started with that bed, that black chicken there. Okay, I bought it from a neighbor. Actually, what happened was, during the previous lockdown, I was seated under a tree when that bird came by. So I said to myself, I need to start poultry layer business. Okay, so I approached the owner and offered to buy the bird, and I bought it for $7. Okay, so I had to look for a partner. I'm sure you can see the partner, the red guy, that red rooster. Okay, that red rooster. Let me bring him closer so that you can see. Okay, let me show you the guy. Okay, this is the red rooster I'm referring to. Okay, so I had to buy the red rooster as well. Now they are 2. Okay, so the next thing was for me to start multiplying from these 2, the male and the female. So after 2-3 months, I had chicks from the 2. But meanwhile, as I said, I had 2 beds, Bosch-Veld. Okay, Bosch-Veld chickens, they lay eggs but they do not brood. They lay eggs but they do not brood. So I was actually taking the eggs from the Bosch-Veld chickens, then I give the traditional black chicken, this one. Okay, so I'll give the black chicken to brood. But after 4 months, I had more chickens, that is more traditional road runners. So I was now taking the eggs from my 2 Bosch-Veld beds and give these ones to brood. So they set on eggs, and immediately after, when the chicks are out, I'll separate the chicks. Okay, I will leave the chicken with its own chicks. Then I take the Bosch-Veld chicks. Okay, because the Bosch-Veld chicks, naturally they don't have that natural survival instinct, but the chicks which belong to this black chicken, that is traditional chickens, as you may be aware, they do have survival instinct, that is the scratching instinct. So I had to make sure that I separate the chicks, and I still do that today, though now I have an incubator. But remember, while I was doing that, I wanted to multiply my chickens much faster without an incubator, because I was using the resources that were available. So you need to start from somewhere. Everything big starts little. So I did not need to squeeze myself, look for an incubator, when I can use the traditional chickens, as incubator. After all, a chicken is a better incubator than the incubator itself, because an incubator, it mimics the chicken. The way a chicken operates is exactly how the incubator operates. So since the incubator mimics the chicken, I had to use the traditional chickens to brood or to incubate the eggs from the Bushveld, layer beds. So remember, there were two, so they were giving, that is male and female, they were giving me eggs on daily basis. I take the eggs, then I give the traditional chickens to sit on the eggs. That's how I multiplied, guys. So easy. I'm not saying you should follow my formula, but for one without a budget, it's quite easy. If you do have a budget and you want to start with an incubator, boom, it's still okay. But if you don't have the resources, well, you can still follow this easy formula, and it worked for me. It can still work for you if you don't want any hassle. That is, if you want to start your poultry farm, so easy. So guys, I'm now in the other room. I'm not going to make much noise here, guys, because there are chickens which are brooding. Like as you can see here, can you see that? There's a chicken there. I'm sure you can see it, right? There is a chicken in the box, okay? So remember what I said, I will take eggs from the Bushveld layers, right? Then I'll add to this one. So the traditional chickens, under normal circumstances, they lay about 9-10 eggs of their own. So I'll keep an eye on it, right? I keep my eye on it. The moment I see that they are now brooding, the moment they start, I'll come in and I'll add more eggs. What time is the question? Which time should I do so? I do so in the morning. It's very important that you do so in the morning around 6, because 6, all of them, they leave their laying boxes. Even here, can you see the other box behind me? There's a chicken inside, right behind me there. I can still show you another one here. Just hold on, guys. Can you see the other one there? Okay, there is another one right inside, and there is also another one right inside this box. Even down there, right there, there is another one. This traditional chicken, they are very interesting in one thing. Okay, they don't want a situation whereby even if you give them a better place to lay eggs, or they don't want. They want their secluded, places where they scratch and they start. So I create an environment which supports, their natural instinct, right? So I give them the eggs in the morning, around 6 or 7 a.m. The time they leave the boxes to go and feed, I come in, I add the additional eggs. But you must make sure you do so the moment it starts to sit on the eggs, right? So that they all hatch same time, 21 days. Or I come in the evening around, say, 7 p.m. when it's dark. Then I add additional eggs. That time, it won't get disturbed. By the way, guys, forget about this satellite. My chicken doesn't have a, satellite dish. No. This satellite dish, I put it so that the rain doesn't get inside this, this bucket. Otherwise, you might think, oh, there's a satellite dish there. No, it's to make sure that when the rain comes, it's open. Let me show you. Can you see it's open up there so that there is enough aeration? Remember, I said this building was an unfinished housing, so I adjusted to improvise it so that there is enough aeration for the sake of my poultry. The landowner said I can use it for that purpose. So it's a house, completed house, but without the finishing touches. So yeah, that's the process, guys. That's the process how you go about it, adding the addition. So these ones already, they are sitting on 20. There's 20 eggs there. Then the other one by the corner down there, 20. This one, it also has, this one behind me, it has about 16, and another one there, it has got 20. I want to show you another one again. Just hold on so that you see. Okay, guys, here there is another one just next to me here. Can you see this point here? Okay, remember, I use anything. I use anything from the junkyard. Okay, I pick anything which you can use for these traditional chickens. So there is another bed here. Let me just open slightly. You can hardly see it. Okay, it's right inside there. All right, can you see the bed? Okay, right, I'm in the other room, guys. I'm going to show you again. Here there's another one right there, but this one is a cheeky bed right there. Right inside there, there's another one. And let me take you through. There's another one here. I hope you can see it, that black one. Okay, so as I'm talking to you now, I've got 11 traditional beds. 11, and those 11 are sitting on 20 eggs each. Right, 20 eggs each. That's natural incubation, right? So you multiply 20 eggs by 11 beds. Margin of error, we assume that 2 eggs per bed will not crack the eggs. So you might not get 20 eggs per bed, but 18, simple statistics. But for a starter, that's a big number, guys, for a starter. So the result of that formula is what you see now. Then I put them in the chicken coop. I'll show you the chicken coop that I was using and that I still use. I manufacture the chicken coop myself, and you can still do that. It's so easy. Okay, so thank you, guys, and I hope to see you